As I said earlier, I'm sure anyone that was anyone wanted to get out of Kabul, and many of those may not have been genuine. But did we actually get the right 15,000 people out? And what is the culture there within the Foreign Office? Well, joining me is somebody with real experience of dealing with the Foreign Office and of Afghanistan. It's Colonel Richard Kemp, retired Army officer who was commander of some British forces in Afghanistan way back in 2003. Colonel Kemp, good evening. Good
evening. A long time ago.
It was a long time ago, but at the end of that 20 years, and of course, you went there to get rid of the Taliban. At the end of the 20 years, Joe Biden pulls the plug. And by the way, far more blame lies with him for what happened than it does with the Foreign Office. I do want to make that clear. But what did you make of what the whistleblower had to say about the culture, the work from home culture, and the fact that the head of the operation, the head of the office, decided not to come back from his holiday until 11 days after Kabul had fallen?
Well, I'm afraid to say that culture rings very, very true with me. I worked in the Cabinet Office for many years, and I worked with all the Whitehall government departments, including the Foreign Office. When we had crises to deal with, and we had several crises during my tenure, not on this scale, but nevertheless significant crises, it was always very difficult to get Whitehall departments, including the Foreign Office, to step up to the mark. Yes, there were some very, very effective people there, very clever people, very hard-working people, some who worked right around the clock. But the culture was not to work 24/7 and keep working till the job's done. It was to work, to have your holiday, to finish your scheduled hours, and to, not to kind of take the military ethos, which is just do it till the job's finished. And I'm afraid it was very hard to whip government officials working in Whitehall into line and try and get them to understand the need to go onto a war footing when actually you've got a wartime situation. So it doesn't surprise me that this is the case still in the Foreign Office today. And as to working from home, I mean, you can't run a crisis in any circumstances working from home. You've got to be in the same place, either in the same room or the same complex. You cannot do it. Just the idea of working from home, running a major crisis like this is just laughable if it wasn't so tragic. And as to the leadership of the Foreign Office, the minute this began to evolve, the permanent secretary of the Foreign Office should have been straight back at work, back behind his desk. How can he expect people to put all the effort in to go the extra mile that is demanded by this situation if he's lying on a beach somewhere?